Hi! Welcome back, friends, neighbors, Blue Skies people, and those perhaps who've never been to Blue Skies and wondered, what have I stumbled into here? Hope everybody had a good day today. We did have a parade. Best virtual parade ever. I hope we all had fun doing it, and there were a few bumps and wiggles here and there, but the Blue Skies parade, and it was the first time we ever did it, so I think the crew did a great job. We just finished a nice campfire pizza because it's Sunday night. Well, usually Sunday night's just hors d'oeuvres, but we had the pizza oven right there, so we thought we'd better have some pizza too, so we did, and it was delicious, and the dishes are done, and now we're ready for Sunday night. Now, those of you who've been to Blue Skies many times know that on Sunday afternoon we have a showcase performance that for many years now has been begun each performance with a great set from the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra. And I can talk about the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra, I can go on and on, but our friend Andrew Hall has put together a great little film. And it will bring you up to date, it'll give you the history, and it'll tell you all sorts of things, and it's going to finish off with a classic Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra tune. So, under the direction of Cindy McCall, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra. Friends and everyone, enjoy.
Remember those Sunday afternoons at Blue Skies? Bet you're all missing being on the hill this year. This was Sunday afternoon 18 years ago in 2002, and this is the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra. Started 2 years before by Carolyn Stewart, who's here busy keeping everybody in time. Carolyn is one of the original Blue Skies Festival organizers. With a few others, she started Blue Skies in the community back in the 1990s. It began with a musical instrument lending library, but the Fiddle Orchestra was the first big and pretty high-profile project in the local community. Carolyn Stewart would go on to lead the orchestra for 10 years in total. A few weeks ago, we talked to Carolyn about how it all started.
I was in charge pretty much of Blue Skies in the community in those days. And every year we would have this one meeting that was a non-meeting. And I was encouraged by Ine Platinius to go ahead and ask. I'm not sure that she really thought anything would come of it, but I asked the group if they would consider supporting that. They said yes. I went out and scrounged up little kids. These were kids who needed instruments. They couldn't afford instruments, and they needed something in their lives. Well, maybe they didn't need it. Maybe I needed it. I don't know. But they came, and then that phenomenon that's happened in a lot of fiddle orchestras that I'm aware of, like kid-oriented ones, these parents have to drive them to the rehearsals. So that's how Lori started coming. You drive your kid there, well, what are you going to do for 2 hours in Charlotte Lake? It was pretty amazing. The community was right behind us because they were all seeing this was working, and the kids had something special to do, and they all loved fiddle music. You know, the old-timers and the parents.
Since the Fiddle Orchestra started, some things have changed. The orchestra now includes a lot more than just fiddles. The orchestra learns about 15 or 16 new tunes every year. Arrangements need to be written for those tunes, and separate parts written for each instrument. That's a fair amount of work, and after 20 years adds up to quite the accomplishment. It's a mix. Some pieces are accessible to beginners, and other pieces get more challenging, shall we say. Carolyn Stewart started the Fiddle Orchestra and got things going. After 10 years, she passed the orchestra on to a new director, Cindy McCall.
I recruited her to teach me how to play the fiddle because at the time around here, most of the fiddle players were fellas and most of them played old-timey. And I didn't like either really very much. I liked more Celtic music or classical music, and I'd heard Carolyn play at the festival and I liked her style of playing, and I wanted to have a female teacher, and so I reached out to her, and she was living in Kingston at the time, and eventually I recruited her to come to Perth. I kept bugging her. So we've had quite a bit of influence over each other in the last 20 years. And she taught me how to write music down and use finale, and then she taught me how to manage an orchestra, and she's always taught me how to be encouraging to young people and old people too. And I still reach out to her.
Cindy took the ball and has been running things for the past 10 years. And boy, have they been busy. Constantly doing concerts and shows around the whole area. And the big project 5 years ago was a trip to Prince Edward Island.
It was fabulous. We played almost every day, which was and we performed almost every day, which was unheard of for our little ragtag orchestra. And that's what we consider ourselves. We're very much a learning orchestra. We never aspired to be professionals. I personally never cared whether I did shows or not. I play entirely for myself, and enjoy the music that we make together. But it was the trip of a lifetime. It was wonderful. The orchestra improved tremendously. We also did workshops with local musicians, made some amazing connections with local musicians. Played in the festival, the Fiddle Festival, which was nerve-wracking, but a joy. And they liked us. Who knew?
To mark its 20th anniversary, Cindy McCall and the Fiddle Orchestra had big plans for this year. A reunion concert was planned of the 100 people who had passed through the orchestra over the past 2 decades. That concert had to be cancelled because of the pandemic shutdown.
Into an outlet there, I'm not sure if the power's turned on to it.
And we're putting on a performance for them. Right? We're performing for them. We want to give them their money.
Another thing that looked like it was going to be cancelled is that every year at Blue Skies, the Fiddle Orchestra, or sometimes the Square Dance Band, will play the Blue Skies Waltz. The Fiddle Orchestra wanted to make sure that this year was no different. So a number of the orchestra members came out to Cindy's a month ago and recorded their separate parts. It was a challenge, and there were a few laughs.
Now, Don, how long have you been in the fiddle orchestra?
This is my third year.
Third year?
Third year since I picked up a fiddle. I've never played before.
Wow.
Yeah.
How's it been?
It's been a riot. I absolutely love it.
Everybody looks perfect in here.
I know. They love me.
To introduce the Blue Skies Waltz, we asked Carolyn Stewart to tell us how the waltz came to be.
Well, in 1995, Kirk Elliott had done the square dances a few times. And one of the things that kept arising was the fact that none of the fiddlers knew the same tunes. And so he decided to write a book that would have all the square dance tunes in it, that we, a beginning piece of it. And so it had reels and jigs and hornpipes and oldie oldies and the Blue Skies Waltz. So everything else at that time was part of the the general repertoire of the area. But the Blue Skies Waltz, Kirk wrote it. And he wrote it so much in the style of the area that, it was picked up right away as we all knew the feel of that. 5 years later, when the Blue Skies Orchestra began, sometime in the next 2 years, I started to try and teach it to the group. It was a little tough for the group because it was mostly beginners at that time. So one of the things that I had realized after a little bit of doing this orchestra was that harmony helped. Harmony made a difference in terms of how they heard things. More likely to be in tune if you could hear a harmony. And it just sounded better.
If this was not a virtual performance, a real performance, an ordinary person watching a performance would know that you're starting the performance and getting them to come in
Magoo would
together.
introduce me. I'd get on the stage. I would get my hands up here and get people's attention. And then I would get their eye contact, like I'm getting yours. And I would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Do, 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 do. And then I would keep going. But I'm not going to because I want to actually be part of the performance, right?
Okay, all right.
It's the Blue Skies Waltz, and it's a beauty. And the most amazing thing is it's the perfect Ontario waltz that Kirk wrote. And when Carolyn wrote her harmony, she turned it into a Texas swing waltz, which is just boggles my mind to see those kind of traditions kind of mesh like that. And yeah, it's a beautiful tune. And whenever I play it, I just think of the final dance of the square dance at Blue Skies, and all these people, sweaty and hot and sticky from all that square dancing, waltzing around that field. It's just beautiful. Yeah, and I always think of Carolyn too, because yeah, it just makes me think of her. We've been very blessed.
And that is the story of the Blue Skies Fiddle Orchestra. It's a pretty cool story, and it's an amazing part of our Blue Skies community and family. Speaking of which, there have been notes coming through and questions being asked about some people wondering how couldn't they pay for this, or are we charging for this event? And the fact is, no, we're not. This is something we feel we can do, and it's good for our community, so we're doing it. However, if you really want to make a difference and contribute, the first thing you can do is go online and buy the music of the artists who are playing this weekend. Artists, as we all know, have been hit especially hard in this time because we just can't play, and the gigs are all gone. So sales of the music is really important to each and every independent artist. So if you want to support the festival, support the artists who are playing at the festival. Go online to their websites and purchase their music, either CDs or downloads, or whatever the artist has to offer, whatever medium they have. Please go ahead and do that. If you'd like to contribute something to Blue Skies in the community does a lot of work in the Blue Skies catchment basin, as we sometimes call it. Just go to the website and click through to Blue Skies in the community, and you'll be able to find out more. And if you'd like to make any kind of a donation there, that would be great. That's how we'd like to support our community, by supporting the artists who come and play at the Blue Skies Music Festival. So do that, and you'll be doing a great service to all of them. Kate Weeks. Kate Weeks grew up at Blue Skies. First time she came to Blue Skies, she was only about this big. And she grew up to be a remarkable singer-songwriter. She moved to Yukon and lived there for over 10 years. She became a professional guide, professional canoeist, and has traveled this country and this country's waterways, many of them, and has written about them and the North on a number of her recordings. She's actually on the water right now in the middle of this country in Manitoba. But she sent us a great set, and you're about to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome everyone, my friend Kate Weeks.
Hey Blue Skies, we are sure missing you this weekend and wish we could be together. We are celebrating with our Blue Skies wall of memorabilia. We've got a Blue Skies recipe book from 1984 from the folks at the Brook Valley School. It's got a granola recipe in there and a chili recipe for 12 gallons of canned tomatoes, going big or going home. We got the 1982 Blue Skies tea, the year I was born. some pins from 78, 77, and who knows what other years. Got some homemade jobs. We got the up in the corner there made by little Kate back in the day, and we got another homemade one over here made by 12-year-old Kate, who was a big fan of painting the collar, thinking it was a fashionable look at the time. And yeah, we'd like to raise a cup.
Cheers.
To all you guys. Hope to see you soon.
Skies.
Yeah. We're gonna play for you a song. It's a traditional fiddle tune, Red Haired Boy, with lyrics by our pal Washboard Hank. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 100-acre field on the top of the hill. I worked it when it's 12 and I'm working it still. My wife's in the house in the valley down below, knotting my socks and scrubbing the floor. Out on the tractor for the earth to till, in the 100-acre field on the top of the hill. Way up in the valley where the clouds flow free, tractor and the plow and the dog and me. When the sun gets up to the middle of the sky, I'll call the old dog and we'll say goodbye to the 100-acre field, but we'll be back soon. There's dinner on the table when it gets to noon. We got all kinds of food growing on our land. I can't have nothing till I wash my hands. Pick the old basin and I'll go to the sink, wash with the water which is sweet to drink. By the stove with a cat on my chest. An ordinary life, an ordinary day, and I'll smile at my wife as I make my way out on the tractor for the earth to till, in the 100-acre field on the top of the hill, way up in the valley where the clouds flow free, tractor and the plow and the dog and me. When I grow old and I wither and I die, won't you plant my body on the hill up high? I don't like the valley, though it's fine for the wife. I'd rather spend my death where I spent my life, out on the tractor for the earth to till, in a 100-acre field on the top of the hill, way up in the valley where the clouds flow free, tractor and the plow and the dog and me. Way up in the valley where the clouds flow free, tractor and the plow and the dog and me. I was listening to CBC and a program came on talking about a person whose job it was to retrieve the bodies of suicide victims from the Thames River. And it was a piece that inspired this next song that I wrote, which turned out to be a bit of a murder ballad. I was floating face down on the Thames again. I was headed for the sea. I passed under London Bridge and the water tasted pretty good to me. The night I'd begun for the theater crowd, it was full of fury and sound, but I didn't hear 'cause I was facing down. I was floating face down on the Thames again. I was wearing my mother's dress. I bumped into bottles and soda cans. I gathered them to make myself a mess. I
stage, the players play, and a hand reached for my gown. But I didn't see, 'cause I was facing down. Down to the river, we went down to the river, merrily on our way. Down to the river, my love and I, merry on a late summer day. And we rode that boat down the stream. We gently made our way, with no one around to hear my scream or see him going away. I was floating face down on the Thames again, as the feeder was letting out. The players had strutted their out, and no one knew what the story was about. It turned out the fool with his dusty death was clearly not a clown. But I didn't care, 'cause I'd already drowned. Down to the river, we went down to the river, merrily on our way. Down to the river, my love and I, merry on a late summer day.
All right, Blue Skies, thanks so much for listening. Nice to see you, and look forward to seeing you in person soon. We're going to close up this set with a Western swing tune.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, have you seen Miss Molly? Her cheeks are rosy red, her lips are soft as satin, and they taste like gingerbread. Whoa, me, oh my Miss Molly, I'm in love with you. Oh me, oh my Miss Molly.
Skies.
7, 6, 5.
That was the Kate Weeks, everyone. Thank you, Kate. Well, now, what do we have here?
It's a note. It's a note.
Look,
for your desk. It's for your desk.
It's Art. It's Art. He's being socially responsible, but he has a note for me. Thank you. As many of you know, Art takes my notes and hands them to me. Let me see. There's a beige Pontiac, Montana, license BKVTO85 in my parking lot. And its lights are on for a little while. Can somebody please move that right away? I'm sorry to bother you. You have to get up and move, but you know, it's important. Otherwise, you're not going to get out of here at all. So, yeah, beige, Pontiac, Montana, lights on. Thank you, Art. Good old Art. Now, I thought maybe we could take a second right now, and I was going to get my guitar and head over to the Rocket. Remember the Rocket? I was going to go over there. Maybe you guys could meet me at the Rocket, and I was going to maybe sing a song. Now, some funny things have been happening at the Rocket the last couple of days. I haven't seen anything personally myself, but on good authority, I've been told that there's been some funny critters walking around there. So, I think if you keep your eyes open, if you see something, just let me know, okay? All right, I'm on my way over to the Rocket. I'll see ya over there, okay? Okay.
Hi, kids. Hey, good to see you. Everybody's looking pretty good. Yeah. I got a song for you. Goes like this. It's all about that guy and his friends and relatives a few million years ago. I love to see them at the museum, those incredible dinosaurs. It's hard to swallow as you follow their bones up 2 or 3 floors. Could you imagine the scene they would make when hundreds of them started to stomp? The trees would tremble and the earth would shake and some would fall into the swamp. I love to wander near them, knowing that they once could jump around. Then for 100 million years or more, they lay deep in the ground. Could you imagine the scene they would make when hundreds of them started to stomp? The trees would tremble and the earth would shake and some would fall into the swamp. It's fun to figure how they really did look when all you gotta see are the bones. But science came along and wrote the book on what once were just a pile of funny stones. I love to wander near them, knowing that they once could jump around. Then for 100 million years or more, they lay deep in the ground. Do any of you guys know the names of any dinosaurs? Huh? Can't hear you. Well, I bet you do. You're just holding it close, eh? Okay. All right, here we go. I'll name a few and you guys think of some, okay? Okay. Stegosaurus, Apatosaurus, the names slip off of my tongue. Parapasaurus, my pal's chorus, some of the names good to be sung. Diplodocus, Saurolophus, Ankyloceratops, gracious, the Cretaceous is when all of this dino stuff stopped. I love to wander near them, knowing that they once could jump around. Then for 100 million years or more, they lay deep in the ground. Diplodogus, Saurolophus, Zanchioceratops. Good gracious, the Cretaceous is when all of this dino stuff stopped. It's when all of this dino stuff stopped. It's when all of this dino stuff stopped. Hey, you guys, yeah, all right.
Oh, whew, made it. You guys see anything? They say there's strange stuff happening out there. I don't know if it has to do with just the world being so strange these days, or what. Not sure. I'll have to see what the others say around here. But I think it's time for some more music from a friend who's never missed a Blue Skies in his entire life. And he grew up just down the road from me. Well, just down the road in terms of from here to Blue Skies for us. And he ended up becoming a really good guitar player. He and his dad, myself and his dad, have played music for over 40 years together. And Joel picked up on the guitar early on and ran with it. He has 2 CDs to his credit now. Has played in a number of different bands and musical configurations. He's placed 3rd and 4th and 3rd in 2 different Canadian fingerstyle guitar championships. And he's also a very cool arranger and singer. You're going to see a little bit of that. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors, everyone, put your hands together and welcome my friend, Joel Saunders.
Hello and welcome to Blue Skies 2020. It looks a bit different than other years, but hey, it's Blue Skies. My name is Joel Saunders. I'm so thrilled to be taking part in this unique Blue Skies experience. I've got 3 songs lined up for you guys today. 2 of them are original fingerstyle acoustic guitar pieces, and one where I decided to go a little bit more special for this special Blue Skies. So I hope you enjoy it, and have a great Blue Skies. hope you enjoyed that. That was my tune, Lady Lavender. I wrote it for my mom on her birthday when I couldn't afford to buy her something real. The next song is called The Zotz Walk. Both of these songs are featured on my recent fingerstyle acoustic guitar album called Harmonic Slice. I hope you enjoy. The next song that I've got planned for you is off of my first album, which is a mix of fingerstyle guitar and singer-songwriter originals. This song is the title track of that album. It's called Where You Go. And I decided to go a little bit different with this one, and I figure in the age of COVID, you got to make your own friends, right? So I'd like to introduce my band. Thank you. Where do you go when you take half of my soul? do you go and tell me, do you feel alone? Do you feel alone? Don't want to be held down by all the words and stills in the back of my head. Don't want to be held down by the consequences of what I should have said. So I'll say it now, and I'll ask you again. 'Cause I need to grow. Where do you go? As time passes slow. Oh, where you go? How could you know that the leaves will all fall? How could you know? There was nothing left at all. 'Cause I wanna take time to see all the notes of close the faces of the friendly. 'Cause I wanna take time to see four walls and chords open easily. So I'll say it now, and I'll ask you again. 'Cause I need to grow. Where do you go? Does time pass slow? Where do you go? Oh, I need to know. So I'll say it now, and I'll ask you again. 'Cause I need to know, where do you go? Does time pass slow? Where do you go? Oh, I need to know. Tell you the love that I've shown is where you go. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed. I sure have. And I hope you have a great Blue Skies despite everything that's going on. A huge shout out to my good friends Magoo, who always does an amazing job, Al Rankin, Jake Rolls, and the whole team. I know there was a big team that came together to put this together. So thank you so much. Have a great Blue Skies and enjoy the summer.
And that is Joel Saunders. Thank you, Joel. Wow. Well, I just got a note from Jake in the box. Jake in the box is over here. He's in a little box like that, and he tells me things from Tweed, Ontario, Tweed area. He comes through the box. Actually, I go to him. But he's twiddling these dials here, all the way from Tweed. And then he sends it out to Noah, who's in Kingston. And then Noah in Kingston sends it out to you. That's sort of how it's working. But it's working. But Joel is playing. I got Joel the player on my mind because he's a pretty good player. Jake was telling me that in terms of the artists, and if you want to find out more about how to get their music, just go to the program and click the link on the artist description, and it'll go to their website, and that's going to show you how you can buy their music. And like I said, if you want to support the festival, support the artists who play at the festival, go to the websites and get their music. It'll be just like coming home from Blue Skies. The fretless, all the way from Victoria. I didn't quite get to Victoria last night. I sort of went through the strait and I kind of waved up and on my way to Australia, but I didn't have time to linger. But a string ensemble from Victoria. They've won Juno Awards, Canadian Folk Music Awards. They're great players, and I think you're going to love them. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on the Blue Skies stage, I give everyone the fretless. And that is the fretless, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. I think Al Rankin and Margaret Sullivan have done a pretty good job of putting some music together for this event. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for a great job. Tomorrow is Monday, and it's Monday at Virtual Blue Skies. So we're going to have a Monday virtual meeting at Blue Skies. For those of you who know, and for those who don't know, we have a meeting on Monday morning at Blue Skies at 10 o'clock. It runs for 1 hour. Everyone is invited, so if you're watching this and you care to drop by, you are more than welcome to attend. And you're allowed to say anything you want, good, bad, indifferent, about the weekend, what happened, what you liked, what might be improved, whatever you want to say. But there's no discussion. You just say what you'd like to say, and it'll be written down and used to form some of the agenda items of our next meeting, which will be in September. So everyone's welcome to attend. It's a Zoom meeting, and the links are on the website and in the program. So just search the website, should be on the front page of the website, and in the or close to it, and in the program. You'll see the link. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Our friend Michael Griffin is going to moderate it, and it won't last more than an hour because we've got to get packed up. And carts are going to be at a premium tomorrow. Virtual carts are really at a premium, and we want to get at them. It's a long drive home for lots of us. So meeting at 10 o'clock tomorrow. It's time for a longtime friend of Blue Skies. Susie's played at Blue Skies in a number of musical configurations, and she is perfectly capable of playing remarkable music on her own. She's a noted bass player, has played with the Women's Blues Review, and as a guitarist played with Rick Fiennes and Betty and the Bobs, and has a beautiful, beautiful voice. Last year I had the distinct pleasure of doing a workshop with her and Dave Gunning at Stewart Park Festival, and it was a little musical highlight of my summer last year. Great performer and a great friend of Blue Skies. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors, everyone put your hands together for Susie Vinnick.
Hello, Blue Skies friends. My name is Susie Vinnick. I am based in Waynflete, Ontario, in the Niagara region, and was looking forward to coming and playing Blue Skies this year, but COVID changed everything. So I'm happy to be able to play for you all today online. And I first played Blue Skies back in the 1990s with my good friend Rick Fiennes, and have been back a bunch of times with the Marigolds and Betty and the Bobs, and as me, and back with Rick. And it's such a great festival and such a wonderful, wonderful place. And every time I play there and come home, I just feel like I've been rejuvenated. So I'm really grateful for my experiences there, and I'm sad I won't be there in person this year, but I'm glad that we're able to do this for everybody online and come together in this way. And what else was I going to say? I'm going to play some songs for you here online, and hope that we'll get to be back together again sooner than later. So here's a few songs that I'll just start playing. This one is called All I Want to Do Is Have a Whole Lot of Fun with You, and hopefully we'll get you dancing in your chairs or wherever you're watching the video, the online festival from. Here you go. I wrote this with my friend Steve Strongman, who's a wonderful musician from Hamilton.
TV, bills in a pile, staring back at me. Buddies in his car, busy raging on his horn. And all I wanna do, is have a whole lot of fun with you. All I wanna do, is have a whole lot of fun with you. I'm tired of these troubles waking me at night, worries and hurries, nothing feeling right. Gotta break this off, make it on a better times. All I wanna do,
warm, it's cooler, but it's warm. Anywho, all right. Have a little water, you know. We do these things. We have to do these things. I thought this would be a fun one to do and sing this song forever. It's one I wish I'd written. It was written by Lonnie Mack. It was a great American blues guitar player and vocalist, songwriter, and apparently a diabetic. So he wrote this little song called the Oreo Cookie Blues about little cookie that would save his life. And I'm a chocoholic, and it saves my life in different ways, I guess. So I'll send it out to any of you who can understand. I got some chocolate on my fingers, icing on my lips. Sugar diabetes, I got way too much blubber on my hips. I keep the nightlight burning in the kitchen, baby, so I can go downstairs and cruise. Got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie blues. Well, I hide them in the cabinet, I keep them in a jar. For emergencies, I keep them in the glove compartment of my car. You know I can't live without them. They get me high, then I get on blues. You know that's the truth. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie blues. Oh yeah. Said you'd be pushing up a whole bunch of daisies, girl, and quite frankly, I kinda think you're sick. But I can't live without them, and I don't wanna lose. I don't wanna lose. Got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie in there. Help on a biscuit when you know they ain't no rookie. Now I got the next best thing to nookie blues. Now, Mr. Christie, just don't compare. There you go, the Oreo Cookie Blues. I had to check my tuning, I just realized. I like that song, that's a fun one. And what have I got coming up for you? I had a little list here in front of me. All right. It's so hard to know what to play. So I thought, okay, I'll mix things up a little bit. I'm gonna do song from my new record. All I want to do is from my latest album, which is called Shake the Love Around. And Oreo Cookie comes from my very first album. Angel in the Sidelines that I released back in 1994. I probably had that when I played the festival with Rick all those years ago. And this next song, I Need a Cowboy, I've probably played it at Blue Skies with the Marigolds, maybe with Rick, with me alone, and also with Betty and the Bobs. So I figure this is a good one. And I used to sing this song with my dad, sort of. He added a part to it years ago. I was practicing the song at home in Saskatoon, my hometown. I was visiting Mom and Dad, and was practicing the song in the living room, and Dad decided to add a little call and response in it. So I was singing the verses, a cowboy don't know nothing, and Dad jumped around the corner and he went, nothing. And same thing with the second verse, smells like sage and leather, and there it was, leather. So every time I'd go home and do the song, he would add that little part to it. And anyway, he passed in 2000, and before he did, he was in palliative care at the hospital in Saskatoon, and I brought my guitar, flew home from Toronto, where I was living at the time, and brought my guitar and sang a bunch of songs and thought, well, I'll do the cowboy song. And at this point, he was on a lot of painkillers, so he didn't, couldn't talk to him. I didn't even think he'd be hearing what I was doing, but I did the song, and I did the first verse, and I looked down and I could see his toes tapping to the beat. Then I did the second verse, and he didn't say anything, but in perfect time, his arm shot straight up in the air where he would normally holler leather. So it was that was sad, he was dying, but it was just really sweet that I got to have my last moments with him be via music. He loved music a lot. So anyway, so if you want to do the holler, the nothing and the leather from your living room, if you feel like two-stepping, by all means, please do so. So jump on in here. Here we go. I need a cowboy, boy, oh boy. I need a cowboy who can teach me to two-step and show me moves that I won't forget. Twist and twirl in a whirl of joy. I need a cowboy, boy, oh boy. City boys are distracted, too much on their minds. Facts and deals from automobiles, 2 payments behind. Get your nothing ready. But a cowboy don't know nothing except sun and stars and sky. When a cowboy kisses you on the lips, he looks you in the eye. I need a cowboy who can teach me to two-step and show me moves that I won't forget. Twist and twirl in a whirl of joy. I need a cowboy, boy, oh boy, oh boy. We might be in Montana, or that rodeo in Calgary, where ropers and wranglers go dancing. Well, a cowboy waits for me. Get your leather ready. He'll smell like sage and leather. May I hear you? Leather. Be long and lean and tan. Oh, and take off his hat and hold out his arm and say, could I have this dance, ma'am? I need a cowboy who can teach me to two-step and show me moves that I won't forget. Twist and twirl in a whirl of joy. I need a cowboy, boy, oh boy. I need a cowboy who can teach me to two-step and show me moves that I won't forget. Twist and twirl in a whirl of joy. I need a cowboy, boy, oh boy. There you go. I hope you got you dancing there a little bit. All right, I'm gonna do one more song, and then let Magoo, who I believe is hosting this, take you off to the next performer, whoever that's going to be. And so I'm going to end things off with a fun little song as well. That I wrote with my friend Christy McGraw. And It's called Save Me for Later, and it's all about things you save for a special occasion. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair, it's just hot. So I try to cool it, doesn't really make it cool. Anyway, I get rambling on with these things, but my name's Susie Vinnick. Thanks for listening. Oops, my picture was starting to disappear. And again, sorry that we're not all together in person, but hopefully that will happen sooner than later. So here's Save Me for Later, and it's all about things you save for a special occasion. The next in-person festival at Blue Skies. Here you go. Save me for later like a child saves chocolate kisses. Save me for later like some flowers for a missus. Like a smoker keeps a cigarette in his pocket. Sweethearts keep photos in a locket. They say cooking it slow brings out the flavor. Save me for later. Save me for later like an after midnight playlist. Rock me tonight, I'll give you fever, we'll make it shameless. Like a queen bee who's sharing her honey. Billionaire spending all his money. They say cooking it slow brings out the flavor. Save me for later. Something put aside always seems a little sweeter. A secret desire, it gets a little stronger. Oh, your will to resist gets weaker and weaker as you think about it longer and longer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Aside always seems a little sweeter. A secret desire that gets a little stronger. Yeah, your will to resist gets weaker and weaker as you think about it longer and longer. Yeah, yeah. Save me for later, like the Frenchmen age their trees. Save me for later, a taste of luxury. Vintage bottle of Merlot, o risotto manticoro con grana padano. They say cooking it slow brings out the flavors. Save me for later, yeah. They say that cooking it slow brings out the flavor. Cooking it slow brings out the flavor, yeah, yeah. Cooking it slow brings out the flavor, darling. Save me for later. Thanks everybody with Blue Skies. Thanks to Al and crew for inviting me to be part of the festival this year, and I'm happy to get to sing for you all. And stay safe, stay well, and hopefully we'll see you in person. Thanks everybody. My name is Susie Vinnick. I'll see you next time.
And that was our good friend Susie Vinnick. Thank you, Susie. Well, it's Sunday night at Blue Skies. Virtual as it might be, it's Sunday night at Blue Skies. And this has been quite a ride. I hope everybody's had a good time, and have, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to create something that gave everybody an opportunity to kind of say hi and get together and listen to some music and have a good time. I hope you did. I've been thinking about this the last few days, and when I was a kid, Art and I, my buddy Art and I, and a couple other pals, especially in the springtime, on garbage day, we'd scour the neighborhood for old carriages, baby carriages, and strollers and stuff that people threw out. And we'd drag them back home, and we'd pull the axles and the wheels off them. And we'd find some old lumber, and we'd build a little cart and bash the thing together. And then we'd take it to the end of the street near my house where there was a couple of hills. And you'd have to look out for traffic. But we'd get in these contraptions, and the two other guys would push the one guy who was in it, and we'd push him down the hill. It was really fun, and we built something, and we felt like, well, this is cool, we've done that. Well, in the back of my brain, it's been saying the last few days, we've built something here, and we just sort of put a call out, and somebody said, oh, I can do that, and somebody else said, I could do that, and over the last 3 months, we've been able to put this virtual thing together, something that was not. Boom, bloomed up. And I'm very happy about it, and I hope everyone else is too, because it's been quite a project, but it's been, I think we managed to do it. We sent the cart down the hill and the wheels didn't fall off. So I would just like to take a minute to say thank you to those people who have been mostly responsible. I'm probably going to miss some people, and I apologize if I do, but these are the people for sure who have really been involved. First of all, our general coordinator, Dale Driver. At the meeting in April, when we actually had to cancel the festival, it was a big moment for everyone. There were 100 people on a Zoom call, and it took our breath away, and not in a good way. And it was, wow, what are we going to be able to do? And between that April meeting and the May meeting, we kind of came up with this idea and started running with it. So Dale, as our general coordinator, thanks for putting us, in the right direction and helping us with that. Martin St. Jacques is our treasurer. Bob Davidson has been, in spite of all of this, the Work Weekend people have been working away and doing some great things. Grant Pilkington, Lonnie Bergstein, and Art Schoenemann have been keeping the grass and everything mowed. The place looks fantastic. It's going to be amazing next year. Al Rankin and Margaret Sullivan, who I spoke to earlier, thank you so much for your artistic direction. And Lindsay Coivisto, thanks for the kids area work that you've done. On the tech side, Michael Griffin, thank you for the campfire jam coordination. Linda Marie Grenier for the open stage coordination. Willow Weber for broadcast support and Discord volunteer moderator coordination. Christian and Emma Knudsen for your video production. Andrew Hall for his video production. Mary Alton, big props for your program. Assisted by Willow Weber, Michael Bolton, and John Bond. Sam Waitley was our Discord scripting ace, and the Discord moderators are Sue Lynn Cedar, Anakin James, Wilson Carvalho, Willow Weber, Steve Perringer, Austin Kozak, Jake Rules, Mary Alton, Sam Whiteley, Johnny Eaton, Andrew Hall, Brian Zimmerman, Chizibi, Eric Brown, Rob Balfour, Gray Myers, Sue Lynn Cedar, David Jones. Thank you for your moderation. Deb Chatro is the Facebook queen. Jeff Hopkinson, thanks to you for the live stream technical advice. and Noah Sullivan for the broadcast of the main stage shows. Those are most of the people that have put it together. So please put your hands together and thank them all. Now, there's one person I didn't mention, because without this person, really it wouldn't have happened. He kept saying, yeah, we can do that, or we can do that, and some of us geezers were kind of going, really? You think you can handle that? Oh, don't have too much to do. Oh, no, we can do that. We can do that. And calm and cool and collected and oh so knowledgeable, he's managed to put it together. So, as our virtual master, ideation and setup of Discord and production of video and broadcast of the main stage video shows and the live show, please, ladies and gentlemen, standing O, put your hands together for my good friend, Jake Rolls. He's done an amazing job. Take a bow, Jake.
Thanks, Magoo.
Yeah, there he is in the box. Did you hear that? Jumped out of the box for just a second. It's been a remarkable journey, and there's lots for us to talk about. And you can come and say whatever you want about it tomorrow at the meeting at 10 o'clock, Zoom meeting. The link's on the website and in the program. Way to go, team. Proud to be part of it. Thank you. So we have one more act. Kennedy Road. Brian McMillan and Sheila Carabine. They've both been to Blue Skies before. When you put two solid singer-songwriters and players together, and they decide to write songs and perform them together, you're going to get some great songs and great performance. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, everyone out there, put your hands together for Kennedy Road.
Getting high and the light is getting low. Leave a poem on the table, leave a flower in a bowl. Keep your eyes on the horizon and I'll be looking back at you. And you'll be fine, and you'll be home, and you'll be true. Oh, darling, don't you know I have walked with you a while. I have seen what makes you worried, I have seen what makes you smile. And when it's hard to count your blessings, don't forget the world counts you. And you'll be fine, and you'll be home, and you'll be true. I can hear the birds, I can hear the breeze, I can hear my heart finally. I wanna hear you sing every sunny day. When the clouds roll in, I wanna hear you say, oh darling, don't what makes you smile. And when it's hard to count your blessings, don't forget the world counts you. And you'll be fine, and you'll be home, and you'll be true. And you'll be fine, and you'll be home, and you'll be true. Out of the darkness, out of the deepest night, waiting to greet us, just like the dawn. There is a power that each of us keep inside. Love is the comfort to carry us on. And sometimes when troubles seem to surround me, to keep me from seeing the clear light of day, but the biggest of bubbles floating around me are merely illusions. Love sweeps away, and it's onward and upward, I do believe, and it's onward and upward, my friend, and it's onward and upward, from each to receive the strength and the courage to face it again. Down on the prairies, up on the mountainside, cold winds are blowing out on the sea. And if ever your dreamings are frozen on wings of ice, you must remember to count on me. And it's onward and upward, I do believe, and it's onward and upward, my friend, and it's onward and upward, from each will receive the strength and the courage to face it again, the strength and the courage to face it again. Know when the rains fall down, filling up the thirsty ground, all the diamonds to be found are shrinking in the morning sun. The brightest flowers grow in the blackest mud, flash of color and a heavy thud. Tell me, baby, in your blood, do you still want to see me? Before we talk this thing to death, it just might need a little breath. Was a time we used to breathe together. So please release me, please release me, please. Release me, you don't have to please me anymore. Well, time moves at a different pace when you finally bow out
of that race, all the things we'll never taste down at the finish line. I know the world had its way with you, and had its way with me too. There's not much picking left to do. The bone is clean and shiny. Before we talk this thing to death, I just might need a little breath. It was a time we used to breathe together. Please release me, please release me, please release me. You don't have to please me anymore.
Kennedy Road. Thank you, Brian and Sheila. Wow. Well, folks, it's been fun. I know by Blue Sky standards it seems short, but I hope it was sweet for you. As I said last set, it's been quite an adventure. And I'm very, very pleased to have been part of it, and so proud of the team that has put it together. And now we'll say goodbye, but it's just so long and not nothing more than that, and we'll be back. I was looking for some kind of touchstone around here. We've got, I mean, there's lots of stuff from our house that goes to Blue Skies every year, but we were setting up the campsite earlier this week because we're lucky enough to have enough property to put up the campsite and have the rocket and all that stuff, which has been really fun. But I took out the propane lamp to screw it into the tree, and I opened it up, and I hadn't cleaned it from last year. You know, I'd done the stove, and I'd done everything else last year, but I hadn't taken the lamp out and cleaned it, because, you know, when stuff comes back from Blue Skies, it's covered in whatever the weather happened to be. Well, last year, as you might recall, for those who were there, it was a beautiful year. The weather was amazing. When the weather's amazing, the dust comes up. So this top of this lantern it's red, and it looked brown. And you could write your name in it. And so I just kind of went with the dust, and I put a little there, put a little there, put a little there, and I had myself covered in the dusty magical touchstone that I was looking for. Well, maybe if there's something around that you know that's been the Blue Skies, maybe you could touch that. Or as well, those of you who filled your pockets extra full last year still have some left in your pockets. So you can reach down. You might have to go a little deeper into your pockets, but you can fill that out and bring a little of that. So we'll just maybe close our eyes and think that we're all in front of the stage, okay? That's what we'll do. And we'll look up and we'll see the stars above. Even if it's cloudy out, we know the stars are there. And we'll see the stars above. and we'll feel the ground beneath our feet. And then we'll breathe the air around. No, open up your pockets or your touchstone. Breathe the air around. Pause. Then repeat. Now, think of something silly. And think of something true. Then, think of what you'll say when they ask, "What happened to you?" Okay. I'm going to go out to the rocket. I think I'll sing a song out of the rocket and say goodnight. And if you listen closely, I think our friend Rebecca Campbell's going to help me. I'll see you at the rocket. Hey. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope we were able to bring a little taste, a touchstone, a piece of our community to everyone. And everyone was able to take some of it and hold on to it. And we'll be there next year. Just think how great the land is going to look next year after a whole year off. Up a winding highway, down a gravel road. It wraps around your wrist, and a cart picks up your load. Trees split the sunlight, wonders soon appear. Oh, the wonders never cease, but you can't believe you're here. Bring it home with you. 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 Kids consumed with laughter, parents watch them run, maybe for the first time, but they see how it's done. Music tells the tale, dancing, weaving with delight. It pours off of the stages and the campfires day and night. Bring it home with you. 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 See the stars above. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Breathe the air around.
pause, and then repeat. Think of something silly. Think of something true. Think of what you'll say when they ask what happened to you. Bring it home with 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 you. See ya.